So, good evening, everybody, and if you're watching over on YouTube, this will be the beginning of that video uploaded on Saturday afternoon from the Thursday night stream. Thank you to everyone who's gotten in here for the stream tonight. Episode 2 of the Ottawa Senators Franchise Mode live here on Twitch, streaming 8 p.m. Eastern on Thursday nights. In the last episode, we did not do well at all. Mark, welcome to the stream, as we went 29, 43, and 10. We weren't trying to tank, but we did, understandably, we didn't have a very good team. We did make one major trade for the future, which was to go out and get Logan Couture. Senators, we finished last, but I believe the Kings are picking, no, or is it the Wings? Somebody else is picking first. We're picking second. So we went out and got a hopeful first-line center of the future. By the future, I'm thinking the next 4 years or so. I know he has a big contract. I don't think he's going to play here through that entire contract. I had spoken about that a bit in the comments section. We were talking about if that's the smartest move or not. Oh, what a stick save from Jake Allen. We're watching Senators and Habs on the side. Either way, Logan Couture will hopefully be first/second line center for a few more years to come. How many scouts should I have for the... Well, if you're having... You would have, if it was pro scouts and amateur scouts, I'd usually go 16 amateur scouts. Outside Shabbat, Tkachuk, and Stützle, who do you like on the Senators? Currently, who do I like on the Senators outside them? I think I have to say Batherson, I guess. Batherson's playing super well. Like, obviously, the hot pace that he was on had to come down eventually. But I'm liking him. I'm liking Gustafsson. I'm liking all those younger guys who, unfortunately, don't sim as well in NHL, but we'll try to squeeze as much out of them. Anyways, we had Shabbat. We had not a great season from Tkachuk, but again, we have to take it with a grain of salt because not a lot of support on this team. Matt Murray, 21, 31, and 7. So Murray went 21, 31, and 7 with 6 shutouts. Not a bad year for being an 83 overall on a terrible team. Forsberg wasn't great, but hey, when you have a low backup on a bad team, you just got to take it and move on. Just sing that all night, TJ. Doing well. Shadow Big B with an X. So X replacing with an A. Messed up in my brain a little bit there. But doing well, and I'm glad you could make it for the stream tonight. So we are going into the draft with the second overall selection, as we saw in the last episode. We lost the draft lottery for the first overall pick, unfortunately, but we did only move down to 2, so not a major drop-off. At first overall, it is a franchise defenseman, a franchise potential defensive defenseman. He had 14 points in 50 games in an A-plus league. He has A- shooting, B's everywhere else. He is NHL ready, similar to Marc-Edouard Vlasic. It's tough to find a really good player. It's tough to find a franchise player, and it's even harder to find a franchise defenseman. So we're going to try our best to try and move up. And I still like Eric Brandstrom, even though people... No, Eric Brandstrom's going to be great. I think people are saying that he's a bust are pretty clueless, to be honest. Yeah, we're definitely going to try and trade up. So, looking at the comments from last episode over on YouTube, unfortunately I can't show it to you on Twitch, but reading them off over on YouTube. Phil says that we should trade up for the first. It would be great to get that main player to build the entire team and coaching around. This way we're not in limbo for a couple of years as players come and go, because in the end it will be built around that franchise piece. Gerardo, coming from Uruguay, says trade for the first pick. The others are bad. Try to get a good right wing for the first line, and there would be a competitive team and you would be a competitive team with a franchise potential defenseman and a good sniper. Greetings from Uruguay. So thank you for that, Gerardo. Much appreciated. Colin definitely gave one too many minutes to Stepan and Desingle, but I'm glad that one is gone. I would trade up for the first pick or pick Clark or the NHL ready guy at 6. So if we did have to stay at 2, would not necessarily be Mateo McBride. It might be the offensive defenseman Brandt Clark, who at medium elite potential is also very, very tempting. Brian says with Shabbat and Brandstrom, we definitely don't need a high-pick defenseman. So that is the other side of things. We already have Shabbat and Brandstrom. Do we need another high-pick defenseman? Now, if there were forwards before number 5, it would be look at the top 7 picks. 6 out of the 7 are all defensemen, and 8. Not wow. So boy, it would be a big reach down, or we'd have to trade down if we're going to get for Dylan Gunter or any other forward. Pretty much, Zachary Lheureux, high top 6, decent, but. Yeah, so that's in a year like this, we're kind of forced to take a defenseman, even though I see the argument that we already have good defense. But I'm hoping that we just won't have to pass up on a franchise defenseman. We trade up for him, we draft him. Defense is perfectly solid, and then when we move into free agency, that's where we can spend some money. That's what I'm hoping for. So there are definitely two sides to things. David says 100% trade up for that first overall pick, get the right D to play long term with Shabbat, and whatever it takes to make that trade, except for trading Stützle. Aside from that, in NHL, over on the Discord server, that's the YouTube comments on the Discord server itself. Oh yeah, here's the one. Hef says that no matter who we sign or trade for, every single guy on the team has to be a character guy, no exceptions. So that's going to be something we have to hold true to. Character guys only. So anyways, we're ready to hop into the offseason here. We're going to have a lot of money. We're going to have a lot of possible moves. And it all starts here at the draft. So without further ado, I'm glad that the assistant scouts and GMs are ready to go. And let's kick off this draft. First overall pick, do they want to trade it? They do not. Oh, it's the Sharks. The Sharks have the first overall selection. So we've been trading a lot with the Sharks recently. There's the Senators and the Sharks have a long history together. Not sure what a franchise. I've seen Elite. Yeah, I agreed. I've seen Elite not do well. Half. So if we want to get, at least they want the second overall pick. They don't want to give the first, but they want to take the second. So I think we're willing to pay pretty heavily for this selection. Like, I don't know what range they're looking at. But we have 2/3, so let's just say in theory, let's just throw a fourth with Greg. And what are they thinking right here? Yeah, woefully insufficient. Okay, just wanted to make sure we were looking at the right thing here. So Mark says traded defenseman. Madison, no, we don't have a lot of value from any of our defensemen here. It'll take a rookie skater probably. What team should you do a franchise with? Oof, it depends what kind of thing you're looking for. You're looking for a challenge, you're looking for a rebuild. Vitaly Abramov, they have too many skaters. Ugh. Throw in Brandstrom? Might have to, but I don't want to give that much value just yet. Abramov can go, but then they need to give up a roster player. So let's say if we give Abramov and a pick, 1 and a second for 1 and a 3, yeah, that's usually a solid strategy. Who said that, TJ? Who said that? Let's see. Let's try. We got to make this happen before the clock runs out. We got to take another player from the Sharks as well to balance out the contract spots. De Simeone, a good Italian boy. What do they say here? Woefully insufficient. Yikes. Okay, so it's going to cost more even. All right, let's go the second round pick. Totally okay with giving the second. Just don't want to give it if we don't have to. So I wanted to just make sure we're doing our due diligence, right? What else can they throw in here? Fourth. Can we take a third in 2023? Let's see this. For a fifth and a third there. Still not the value that we need to see. Woefully insufficient. Yikes. Okay, let's just go straight up then. Second and a third. Oh, yay. Woefully insufficient with a first, a second, and a third. Yikes. See what they want for the first. We can also do that if we go to find trade. Oh, man. Time's running out. This is not good. This might not be able to happen. Oh, boy. No trades found. Ay. Always do your due diligence. Always. Always do the DD when you're looking at the stocks. Yikes. Okay, we might have to give Sanderson here. Hold on. Time's running out. Marlowe, make the trade. Ay. Not where it needs to be at all. Wow, woefully insufficient. I don't think it's going to happen. Even with Sanderson, they don't want to do it. I don't think it's going to happen, my friends. Even if we gave Abramov's not going to do anything. Final seconds. Oof. We really wanted to try and get that franchise defenseman, but even with a third round pick, not where it needs to be at all. Brandstrom, we could try Brandstrom over Sanderson. No, and then time's up. I wasn't really down to do that either. Okay, you know what? 77 overall for a franchise defenseman, that's not that great. Like, I know he's going to grow, and that's beautiful, but for a franchise guy, usually out of the draft, you see in the, 82 to 84 overall range. Yeah, that was a bit too costly. No, you can't call it timeout when it's not your pick. Oh, I thought that was going to be a bit too costly, though. I wasn't really interested in doing that. Brandstrom staying and Sanderson staying. It was Sanderson, second overall pick, 32nd overall pick, and Sanderson for the first overall pick, and they still didn't want to do it. That was still, yeah, that's still a bit too much for me. So we tried to move up as well as we could. Yeah, yeah, for us. Yeah. We'll take a timeout. Thank you, Hobbsy. We'll take a timeout. New York, you mean as in the Rangers? Or the Islanders? All right, so now it comes down to who will we select, or do we just trade our pick? Do we just trade our pick? I don't know. Fine trade. What kind of offers could we get for the second overall selection? We could get a good defenseman here, but we have good no trades found. Okay, so that means just there's nothing on the block that would be worth it. So McBride here. Scouts have him 2 years out. More of a challenge for the Islanders, probably. 2 years out. Scouts have him at ranked 4, maybe. And then the Central Scouting has him at 3. Meanwhile, there's this guy, Bartovich, who the Scouts have at potentially number 1 over the guy of franchise, but then he's still 2 years away. So maybe Brandt Clark is the guy to go with because he's an offensive defenseman, better for the chemistry. But again, like if it wasn't a franchise guy, I'd probably rather just go with a forward. Now the question is, what kind of forward could we get with the draft pick? No one really that tempting. We'd have to trade down. And even I hate trading down because they give you terrible offers. Like you trade down 10 picks and you get maybe like a 6th round pick in return. Mike Hewitt here, he's NHL ready, similar to Vlasic. Based on our coach, I couldn't tell you exactly. But generated, I should have taken a picture. But generated players don't usually have the best fit. Generated defenseman. He's 17 and he's NHL ready, that's tempting as well. He has A- skating, which is a lot better because the other guy had A- and B's across the board. Hewitt has A- and A-, and then the rest are B's across the board. Take the defensive defenseman while they're there, says I. Which defensive defenseman would we go with, though? I don't know, because Hewitt seems to be the best option in terms of the 3 defensive defensemen that are available, in terms of overall and potential, because they're all medium elites, but yeesh. It's like a weak draft year. Yeah, that's true. At least there's some that are ready. Like Hewitt, maybe trade back to 5. Yeah, we could trade back to 5 and then go for Hewitt. Trade with the Bruins, perhaps. What would the Bruins want to give us? See, that's the thing. They don't want to trade us their 5th. So for me to get anything out of trading back to 5, it's like super minimal. Like I would be surprised if I could even get like a 3rd round pick, and I don't know. I'd be very surprised. If we look at rookie skaters, not a lot of anything here. Maybe some forwards on expiring contracts, perhaps. If we sort by overall, like here's like a guy like David Krejci, Bobby Ryan at 84 overall. Man, good year for Bobby Ryan. Like Kasha's interesting. DeBrusk even. Jake DeBrusk is a sniper. We don't have a lot of snipers on the team. Jake DeBrusk wouldn't be a bad idea, but he's signed, which means he has a bit more value. David Krejci's going to fall off in overall. So although he's an 85 overall playmaking center, I don't see him being really. He'd probably be an 83 by the season start. Nick Ritchie as a power forward is tempting. He is a year older than DeBrusk. I don't know. I'll throw it out there. Like, would you want to give me Jake DeBrusk to move up? And wow, not too much to deliberate on this deal. Okay, thank you very much. No, there's not. Actually, there's the only sniper on the entire team is Ryan Desingle. The rest are all two-way forwards, even though you'd think they play like snipers. All right, you know what? We probably could have gotten more, but I'm surprised that they did that. So we get Jake DeBrusk, who's a good top 9 winger for the sniper position as well for the chemistry. We'll move down to 5. We were going to take the guy anyway, so at least we get something out of it. Brandt Clark goes at 2, offensive defenseman. At 3, the Wild take Bartovich, 71 overall medium elite. And at 4, the Kings take Zachary Lheureux, high top 6. So at the 5th overall selection, those guys continue to drop here. McBride continues to drop, actually. That's the surprising part. Central Scouting had him at 2, and here we are at 5. Oh man, now I'm really rethinking this. He had 58 points in 66 games in a C- league. Then you have an A+ league. This guy, Hewitt, scored 11 goals, 5 assists, 16 points. A-, and then the rest are B's. And then McBride has A-. Yeah, he's more of a project. Injury prone. And similar to Rob Blake, 2 years away at 18. This guy's NHL ready at 17, so I think it has to be Hewitt. Even though McBride is falling, I'm not sure why. We're going to go with Hewitt. So Mike Hewitt from Vasan Sport in Liga. Welcome to the Ottawa Senators, my friend. He is 77 overall, medium elite. So I knew that his overall would be high, similar to this medium franchise guy. And that is because it said he was NHL ready. So what does he have? He has good skating for 6'1" defensive defenseman. Thank goodness he has realistic stats, not like 65 defensive awareness, but 99 shot blocking. So at least he's not a weird prospect. Hewitt 100%, yeah, it worked out. These are good stats. Good physical, good skating. Discipline's good. Poise and offensive awareness got to go up a little bit, but for a defensive defenseman, not the end of the world. Sorry. Screen went off. Deking, yeah, puck skills, you don't really care much about that. But for 3.5 defense, mid-80s for everything on the defensive category, I think we're happy with that. And we get Jake DeBrusk out of it as well, because we would have taken him anyways at second. So Brant Clark goes to the Bruins. Thank you for the approval, everybody in the chat, all the scouts and assistant general managers out there. Do we want to really make any other moves? Because our next pick is at pick number 32. Are there any prospects that we really want to trade up to try and snag? We don't know much about these guys. It was a bad year for scouting, unfortunately. Cooper Domi from France. Yeah. A sniper. Similar to Yari Curry. I don't know if there's anybody really to trade up for. At 32, there's a few guys who are unknown. Yeah. Cole Hutchinson. You definitely want to take people who are generated, but we don't know a lot about anybody because the scouts didn't do much. That's the hard part. The scouts did nothing. Yeah. So we could trade that pick or we could use that pick. Check to see gems? Yeah, we'll check to see gems here. There's another Nikita Zadorov? Really? Atu Ratti. Here he is. A gem at number 15. Yeah, we know about Atu Ratti. And there's some busts after that. And if we sort exclusively by potential here, we don't see much. We see McBride, yeah. We see a lot of 2-bar medium elites. So, yeah, not going to be a great year for drafting, I don't think. Stankoven, Isaac Rosen. We got to look at guys who are generated at the after the first round, at least. So, yeah, there's a guy named Nikita Zadorov. Is that so, Boomba? Nikita Zadorov? Let me see that. Here, Nikita. There he is. We can have 2 Nikita Zadorovs on the team. That's funny. I think we're going to go ahead and simulate to our pick. There's no one I really want to trade up for. So let's see who... Whoa. Okay, yeah. The clock looked weird. Let's see who went after this. So, no, but he's a grind. It said 1-bar grinder. I don't know what kind of defenseman he is. I'm not going to trade up for a pick just for a meme. McBride goes to the Red Wings medium elite. Axelson also medium elite. Yeah, look at all the medium elite defensemen here. Lambos medium elite. Gunter medium elite. Jeremy Roy high top 6. And we keep going with some high top 6s. A Legend, good to see you. There's Ratti, medium elite center, 2-way forward. More top 6s. Theo Rachette, Zadorov. Oh, what? He was a power forward. Okay, I thought he was a defenseman. No, he's a forward. Okay, gotcha. Power forward. Yeah, he's a fine prospect, but he's just a random medium top 6 guy. He was 65 overall. Not really someone I really want to trade pieces for. So it comes down to Isak, however you want to say it, Rosen. He's Swedish. He is Central Scouting ranked 30. And we got Dean Naslin, Matthias Naslin. We definitely want to go with someone generated, I think. So Gabriel Rudder, Kyle Allison. Then these all guys are unknown. 19 points. Par Olofsson. Yeah, I don't really have any inkling of who it should be. At least Rosen is 2 bars medium elite, so maybe he's the guy. He's still 3 years away, though. Draft's going well so far. Thanks, Legend. Don't want to go with Dean, 4 years away. Naslin, 3 years away. Ooh, nothing. Rudder, we know nothing. Allison, we know nothing. 3 years away, 3 years away. Olofsson, we don't know anything about a lot of these guys. Jorgen Landeskog, 3 years away. He isn't generated. He's medium top 6. Is he really? I never liked the first year draft. I'm never a fan of the first year draft. Fabian Lysell. No. Jesper Wallstedt's here. We already have a lot of good goalie prospects in the system, though. Maybe trading the second overall pick is the move. Yeah, we'll take a timeout for sure. I was about to do that. Yeah, Wallstead is a common guy who gets drafted. Okay, so I'm down to trade this pick. I'm not really sold on anybody here. If it's just going to be a random top 6 forward with like 60 overall, like I prefer to use a second round pick on someone who's going to have elite potential, which I'm sure they're out there. Just our scouts haven't uncovered them. So if we traded a second round pick, we could get a second and a third next season. That's not bad. Kevin Shattenkirk and a third round pick, second and a fourth, Boone Jenner and a fourth, Dustin Brown and a fourth, Anders Lee. Would that be crazy to get Anders Lee from the Islanders? It's a bit of a bad contract, or maybe a lot of a bad contract. Brock Nelson, and we could even. That's crazy. Move down 4 picks. They give us a fourth. So pretty much we can get a second and a third round pick, or we can do a deal that includes Kevin Shattenkirk, Boone Jenner, or Anders Lee. Anders Lee, how's he looking over here? How old is Anders Lee? 6 years at $7 million could get rough, but he's a good power forward with good offensive awareness. Second next year is really tempting once we do more scouting. Islanders have poor contracts, but where would you put Lee? That's the thing as well. Where would he go? Power forward's nice. We just got DeBrusque for the wing. I think I'd rather spend my money in free agency and trade this pick to get a second and a third next season instead. Look at Hewitt's trade value, by the way. Very, very nice trade value. So I think I'm going to go ahead and trade that pick to Anaheim for the second and the third. It's a second from the Rangers and a third from the Hurricanes in 2022. Maybe they're not the highest quality of picks. Like, would it be better to get a second and a fourth from a bad team, perhaps? Or do we get a second and a third from a team that might be good? Coyotes or Buffalo? Buffalo's pretty good in the sim, so probably do I want the Coyotes second and fourth? Or do I want the Rangers second and the Hurricanes third? They may be better teams. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts on that. Take a little sip here, watching the Canadians in the power play. Anaheim, it tells me conservative buyer. And Coyotes, it tells me also conservative buyer. Yeah, I'd rather see the third overall. I'd rather a third over a fourth, personally. Yeah. So, like, you take a little hit on the second, but then you also get the fourth. So, you know what? And you also get the third instead of the fourth. So, I think we'll do that. Anaheim, I'll take the Rangers second. That's a good value pick, and a third. And let's see if we can squeeze out a fifth as well. Let's see that. Second, third, and a fifth. Trade rejected. Value's a bit low. No problem. We'll keep working on it. We'll take a sixth. Anaheim sixth. What do we say to that? Okay, sweeten it just a touch. You got it, guys. No problem. Ooh, they don't have it. Okay, I'll take a seventh in 2023 then. How about that? Come on. Come on. Menus. All right, trade accepted. Thank you very much, Anaheim. They can take that pick. Let's see who they get with that selection, and I'm happy to be able to have selections next season. Anaheim, they get Rosen, so he was a left-wing playmaker, 64 overall, medium top 6 forward. Not bad, but definitely more value in that pick than in that prospect. So we'll go ahead and sim to next pick, which is pick number 63, first pick of the round. High top 9. Ooh, good thing we didn't go for a guy like Naslund. Medium top 9. Oh, yeah. Ooh, thank goodness. Low elite was Landeskog, but not a lot of good prospects. Ay, ay, ay. Medium top 4. Top 6s here, top 4. Okay, it's better deeper into the second, but yeah, not sold. Jesper Wallstedt goes to the Canadien Montreal. Tucker Tynan. All right, round 3, pick 1. Let's see. Yeah, these real guys. We don't want to go for these real guys. Maybe Nico Coco. That's a fun name. Nico Coco. From Ulun Karpat in Liga. Yeah, first draft's usually kind of irrelevant, but there's some people in there. 2 bars, medium top 6. Nico Coco. That might not be a bad idea just for the memes on that. So it's not bad to take a guy when the meme coincides with the pick, right? But there's also Jason Rolston, who has 2 bars, low elite. Yeah. Connor Punnett. These are real people. We don't want to be seeing faces. Thoughts on Nico Coco? 3 assists in an A+ league. I'm pretty tempted. Sort by potential doesn't do anything for us because we don't really have anything uncovered. Only 1 and 2 bars elites we see. So there is Jim Baker here. 2 bars medium elite, but not enough for me to reach on him at 63. Let's just do it. Nico Coco. Always stay clear of injury prone, but sometimes risks must be made. True. injury prone. Yeah, you know what? Injuries are low enough. Let's do it. Nico Coco, welcome to the Ottawa Senators. He is medium top 9, of course. Ah, we all like Coco. But you know what? We get another chance here. Pick 68. Did we really miss on... No, we didn't even miss on anybody. All top 9s. Beautiful. Okay, we didn't really miss on anybody. I want to drink my hot cocoa with Coco. That's exactly it. Coco the monkey. Now we could probably go a bit deeper. Like, let's take a chance on one of these 3 players right here. No, that guy's a real guy. One of these 2 guys right here. Let's take a chance on either 1-bar medium elite Francisco Grabovski, who had actually, whoa, really good stats in the U.S. League at the age of 17. Oh, it might not even be a question. I think it has to be him. Jason Rolston wasn't bad. 42 points in 62 games. 3 years away. Lakachev is top 6, is he? Yaroslav Lakachev? But playing in a D-rated league, 4 years away, that's a project. I'd rather go for, take a chance here. Let's go for Francisco Grabovski. And he's 6'2", big boy. Francisco, let's see him. Low top 6. Okay, we'll take it. Sniper, nice. 80s across the board for the shooting. Not bad at all. Francisco Grabovski. How about that for a name? Pick number 116 now, where these picks are kind of really more random. Logan Mailloux. We also have Jake Chiasson. 2 bars low elite for this guy. Simon Robertson. Yeah, I guess we might as well go for the guy who's 2 bars low elite over the guy who are the people who are completely unknown, right? Rick Sopel. Right winger, good stuff. Ottawa, I feel strong. Yeah, gotta replenish that right wing. Florian Elias, great names. Riley Kidney's at top 9. I think let's just take some chances. We're not going to ask about every single prospect here. Low top 9, whatever. Pick 147. We have back-to-back 5th-round picks here. Might make a trade if there's really nobody that I want. Topias, Villain, and also Moises Wyman. Defensive defenseman, 18 points in a C- league. That's not bad. And Tobias, 8 games, 12 penalty minutes. Wyman might not be a bad choice. Yeah, let's go for Wyman, and then I'm going to trade the rest of my picks, I think. I'm not really liking, anybody else in this draft. He is medium 7th D. Absolutely shameful. Let's just get these picks over and done with, and then we can head into the free agency. Ever since we traded Stone, that's true, on the right wing. Wow, we have a lot of picks. Okay, let's get the heck out of here. 2 5ths, 2 6ths, and a 7th. Let's go. Who was the second worst team? It was LA. LA. Let's swap some picks here, my friends. Let's just go crazy. 2 3rd-round picks. What do you say? Okay, it's insufficient at all. There's a real player projected in the front. Really? Okay, that's cool. 6th and a 7th. 3rd, a 6th, and a 7th for a 2 5ths, 2 6ths, and a 7th. What do you say? Trade accepted. Hey, I'm happy to accept this trade. Thank you, Los Angeles. Enjoy those selections. And now in next year's draft, let's look at our picks now that we made some trades to get rid of those that would have been dead weight prospects, unfortunately. So now next season, we have a 1st, 3 seconds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 3rd-round picks. 5 3rd-round picks. So that, I doubt we're making 5 3rd-round selections. That is perfect for trade bait. We can push for the playoffs. We can make some good deadline moves. Very happy. We are loaded in the picks just a year into here. So let's go to pick number 208. Big swing on that 7th. Exactly. We're going for a big swing right here. 2 bars medium elite. I think that just answered our question. Let's see. Anybody interesting out here? Yeah, 2 bars medium elite seems to be the best. Christopher Seedoff. I know he's not actually medium elite because he's a real person. Ooh, or we could go to... Oh, Evan Wright here, a goalie. That has higher possibilities of being something. Then there's Christian Langwider. A+ league, 5 years away. Also 5 years away. B-rated league, terrible numbers. Yeah, let's go for Wright. Swing for an enforcer, that last pick. I don't know if our scouts have even been able to uncover any enforcers. Sorting by player type. Oh, hold on. If I see any enforcer. Oh, there's one maybe enforcer. There's 2 1-bar enforcers. I'm going to pass. I can't really... Yeah, they're hard to come by. I'm going to pass on that one. We're going to go for Evan Wright. Let's see what he's got. From Huve Siete Ot, HV71 in the SHL. Let's see. We got medium fringe starter. Terrible overall. Somewhat decent-ish potential. You know, for a 7th round pick as well. And that's the draft. 75 overall, getting EK at +5. Hey, there we go. That's what we like to see. And that's the end of the draft. All right, so Hewitt, Koko, Grabowski, Robertson, Wyman, and Wright are our selections in our first year draft. And now we can move into the re-sign phase as we have some coaches expiring. Yeah, let's re-sign these coaches. We don't know if they're staying, actually, but just to re-sign them is nice. Associate coach, yeah, whatever. Here's a cool Millie right there. Cool Millie. Sort by height or weight and height. Oh, that's true, eh? That's a good point. I'm not sure if it's just a bit lagged, but I guess I just went a bit too quick. Inshallah, you can go assistant coach by height and see if they have a lot of opponents. Yeah, that's exactly it. So Boomba and Hef saying the same thing. Good point, friends. I will remember that for the future. I don't know if this guy's what, B- rated. I don't think he's going to want to be an assistant coach, but I'll give him an offer. And then Briere here, Marc Briere. He wants to be a head coach. Yeah, okay, buddy. C rated. I want to be a head coach. My goalie coach contract has run out. Can you promote me to head coach, even though we already have a head coach under contract? How about no? 803K. No chance he's going to sign that. We'll probably have to get a bunch of new coaches. Scouts. Any scouts we got to re-sign? None. Great. Okay. Go to contracts. Let's figure this out. Got the calculator out and ready to go. UFAs. Actually, let's start with the RFAs. RFAs here. Dylan Gambrell, definitely. Came in that deal for Logan Couture. I'd like to get him signed. Let's go 2 years on Dylan Gambrell. Yeah, let's go for 2 years on Dylan Gambrell. 1.925. 85% of that is 1.636. So we can go 1.650 for 2 years. That's nice for him. 1.650 for 2 years for Dylan Gambrell. Artem Zub, what does he want? He wants one. Let's go. Yeah, only 1 year we can do to keep him RFA. But I guess we can sign him into his. Let's go 3 years on Artem Zub here. 1.475, 85%. 1.253, so 1.275. Is that crazy for Artem Zub with medium top 6D potential? 3 years at 1.275. What do we think about that deal for Artem Zub? Give me your thoughts on that. Logan Brown, we definitely got to re-sign him. Keep him as an RFA would be optimal. Ooh, we can go 4 years. Oh, look at that. 4 years, 2.1. That would be 1.8 million. Yeah, we love Zub, eh? Zub crew, perfect. So 4 years, 1.8 for Logan Brown. We're paying him way more than he's worth right now, but keeping him as an RFA long term. Like we could go 2 years and keep him cheap, but then he would want more for those. Yeah, let's just do it. I'm gonna put some trust in Logan Brown. I think he's gonna grow. 4 years at 1.8 million for him. Everyone's happy with Artem Zub, so we'll go 3 years, like we said, at 1. Sorry, what do we say for Artem Zub? 1.475, 85%. What was 1.275? 1.275 for Artem Zub. Zub is dub. 1 point, yeah, or yeah, if it doesn't work, we can go up to 1.3. Wolinen. Let's just go 1 year. He's just going to be depth anyways. 1 year, 0.9. Rurik Shartsia, yeah, we enjoyed having him on the team. I'm happy to give him 2 years at 0.950. Jordan, the Leafs fan, welcome. I hope you'll enjoy this, even though it's the Ottawa Senators franchise mode. Great to see you here, and I hope that you will join in for the rest of the streams as well. You can go ahead and follow on Twitch. Also on YouTube, if you scroll down over here on the Twitch page, it can bring you to all the links that you will need to find. Vitaly Abramov is definitely getting re-signed. Jean-Christophe Baudin, just to be able to keep saying his name, I'll sign him to a 3-year deal at 0.8. Davidson, now we're moving into the guys who I'm not so sure about. Reinhardt, going to let Reinhardt go. Release him. Alsing, going to let him go. Magwood, going to let him go. Clark Bishop, I hear a lot of people are Clark Bishop fans out here. So we're going to go ahead and sign Clark Bishop. Just give him a 1-year deal just to make everybody happy. And Davidson, let's see, Jonathan Davidson, medium top 9, 2-way forward. Didn't do really anything in Belleville, but somebody's got to play down there, right? So I'll give him a 1-year deal. Day's going well. Day's going well. Got a lot of work done today. Happy to be streaming. Got an upload in as well. It has been a pretty solid day. The Bishop of Clark, exactly. Got it. Yeah, it's true. As well as being a newfie. All right, Lodin, he's out of here. Matthew Pekka. I'm a fan of Matthew Pekka. I like him. He did well for our chemistry as well down in Belleville. I'll offer him a deal. I'll give him a deal. Mike Riley now. Now, I like Mike Riley a lot. He's asking for way too much money, though. I like Mike Riley. I'm going to offer him 1 year, 1.5, just to see what he says, even though he doesn't want to extend. Mark Mathot, he's out of here. Ron Hainsey, he's out of here. Artem Anisimov now. I wouldn't mind signing him for depth. I don't think it would be a bad idea to sign him to a 1 year deal like a month ago. Hey, well, I'm very glad that you did. I hope that you've been enjoying the content, especially the Minnesota Wild franchise mode. 1.338, so 1.350 we could go for Anisimov if he wants to do that. Sorensen, got him in the Sharks deal as well. He wants 1 year, 1.5. Yeah, I'm not totally sold on keeping him super long term. If we did 2 years, would it be a big difference for 2 years? You know, since he decreases a lot. Yeah, he will decrease a lot, and that's why it's just a 1 year. And he with the knowledge that he'll be depth. Like, I'm not putting him in like, okay, he's our fourth line center. If he decreases, now we're in a jam. If he can't be depth, he'll go to Belleville and play there. So, you know, we have the money as well. So for now, I think I'm okay with that. So 2 years, 1.425 from Marcus Sorensen. He'll get back to me tonight. He had 20 points, less than 8 minutes a night. Ryan Desingle now. He wanted a bit too much money. I like Desingle. 3 years, might have like a 3 year, $5 million type of thing. What do you think by like a 3x5 for Desingle? Will probably get rejected. What are our thoughts on Ryan Desingle? Last season he scored how many points? 30, 40, 47 points in 82 games, like we said. Career high, -12. That's very true, Hobbsy. Keeps it a bit cleaner, but also a bit quieter. Ryan Desingle. I'm thinking a 3x5, but I don't think he'll sign that. So realistically, if we're giving him 3 years, he would probably cost us 5.250, which I'm not really sold on paying him necessarily, but we could just try a 3x5 to see his thought process once he answers. So I guess, yeah, just to advance the day. Let's see that. Oh, I forgot to check the goalies as well. Goalies, we had Forsberg expiring, I believe. So Forsberg expiring, we're going to let Forsberg go. He wasn't great, plus we have a lot of goalies in the system. So Anton Forsberg, thank you for your service here in Ottawa. Philip Gustafsson now, we want to get him signed long-term. Max, you go? Okay, gotcha. We want to get, so we could go 3 years for Philip Gustafsson if it's a two-way deal, or we could go heavy. We could go 8 years on Gustafsson and roll with him as the backup and then future starter long-term. 825 times 85%. It would cost us 4.125. Naming streams, Chemistry Manager 21. That's exactly it. Great to see you, Tic Tac. 4.125. So here's the thing. Do we go for 8 years, 4 million, 4.125, or do we give him kind of a 2 year, 1.5 million type of thing and then work from there? What are we thinking on Philip Gustafsson? This is a bigger decision, so I'll wait for some more voices to weigh in. Take another sip of water. I see all 17 of you out here. I see you thinking. What do you think? He has medium starter potential. 8 years, 4.1. He'll be back up this year, next year, maybe even the year after, who knows, with Matt Murray starting or anyone else starting. And then eventually we're hoping that he'll take over the starting position. And I've usually seen Gustafsson sim quite well. I've seen him go up to the mid to high 80s. So I think 8 years would not be a bad idea. I see Tic Tac says do it, and that makes me feel like 100 people say do it, because if Tic Tac's on board, that means the voice of reason is also on board. Hobbsy says do it. All right, let's see what he says to it. Hogberg. So Decord will start in Belleville. We need Hogberg and Sogard. All right, thanks for all the do it's after. I think it's just a bit lagged. That's why. So to all 22 of you here, if you enjoy Franchise Mode, we do a lot more Franchise Mode over on the YouTube channel. So I think that you would definitely enjoy the content over on the channel as well. So I would encourage you to go and do that. Mad Sogard, we're going to give him the 3 years. Let's go 0.8 million, exactly what he wants right there. And so Hogberg, that's the thing. So Decord starting in Belleville. Hogberg, I wouldn't mind having a third goalie at all. Let's go Hogberg. Let's go. I think just 1 year is probably the best thing, because we don't know what's up in the goalie situation. Glad you are, Endime. Did you get a chance to watch today's episode? No spoilers just yet, but did you get a chance? Yeah, if they're for the third goalie. Yeah, injuries are on. Injuries are on. And there we so just any unsigned players we want to look at here. So do we sign Hewitt? It's going to be a good question. Well, let me see his growth. Let me see his growth by the time the season gets started. Now let's simulate. Let's advance the day now. Yeah, no spoilers yet because Hobbs hasn't seen it yet. All right, I don't feel the role. Yeah, the guy is a B-rated associate coach, and he wants to be promoted to head coach. Goodbye. Who else? Yeah, we have the B- rated assistant coach. He wants to be head coach as well. And then we have the C-rated goalie coach, and he wants to be head coach as well. So our whole coaching staff is gone. Goodbye. Thanks a lot, JK. I'll see you soon. I appreciate it. Anisimov. Too many players in my position. Understandable. Zub, I don't like the duration. Hogberg, I'm not happy where the team ended up in the standings, even though you were in the AHL. Did that price to get McDavid to me. Desingle, sorry. Did you trade away Mandolese? He appears to be missing from the goalie depth chart. If he's in NHL, I don't think we did. Maybe he's just not in the game. Not quite sure. But Desingle signs on. Easy decision, he says. We did a 3x5 for him, and he didn't want to resign, so that's great to see. Pekka was not happy with the team's success. Mike Riley. Why are the people who don't want to resign always happy to resign, and then the ones who don't want to who do want to resign, I change their year duration by 1, and then they come back telling me, oh, if you're going to change the duration, you got to do blah blah blah. Wolanin, Sorensen, not happy where the team ended up in the standings. That's important for me. Yeah, easy decision. That's good. Easy. Nice for Philip Gustafson. That's huge for Philip Gustafson. I don't want a two-way offer. Easy decision. Okay. So mostly positive things. Here we see. Have they got Forsberg so they moved from Mendeley? It seems okay. Let's see. Looking back to UFAs. We have just 3 UFAs. So Sorensen, he didn't like where the team ended up in the standings last year. So I'm going to offer him 1 year 5.55 instead of the 2-year thing. We're going 85%. For Anisimov, I'm really not tied to keeping him at all. So, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and just drop Anisimov at this point if he doesn't want to resign. Pekka, I'm giving you an olive branch, buddy. You were in Belleville. I'll offer you a max 2-way deal just because I liked what you did in Belleville. What did he do again? It was first line. Yeah, he had 44 points. I'll just be a nice guy for you here. Zub did not like the 3-year duration. He wants the 1-year deal to stay as an RFA. So I guess I'll give it to him. He wants to stay as an RFA. And Chartier, I forgot to change it from a 2-way deal, I guess. I think I gave him... Or did I? He said he's not interested in a 2-way deal. Is that what he said? Let me try 2 years at point... Yeah, you know what? Forget it. I'll give you 1 year. Keep you as an RFA either way. Advance another day here. Easy decision. And I'm not happy where the team ended up in the standings. Easy decision. The standings, buddy. You were on the Sharks and you came to the Senators. It wasn't much of a change. The Sharks finished, I think 6th last. Sorensen, I'll give you one last offer. 1 year at 1.6. You don't want that. We will say goodbye. RFAs are all taken care of. And goalies, we just need Hogberg to be locked up here. We said, let's go back to 1 year. That's a max. It's a max 2-way deal. But he didn't want a max 2-way deal. Is that what he said? So I guess I'll give him 1 year. I guess I'll give him 1 way, but the same thing he's asking for. Doesn't really change my life. Advance a day again. I am not happy where the team ended up in the standings. Buddy, you were in Belleville again. It was an easy decision to renew my contract. It's important that I get what I want. Yeah, the extra 50 grand. Go buy yourself a nice new swimming pool. Goalies, back to goalies. Hogberg, come on, buddy. I'm trying to be kind to you here. 1 way, 1 year. This is expensive. 1 million. You know what? Forget it. Not paying $1 million. This guy, greedy piece of junk. Release. Goodbye, Hogberg. I'm gonna get a better goalie in free agency. I'm not paying $1 million for my backup AHL goalie. Just dump him. Get out of here. Okay. Yeah, that's everybody. So we're ready, and we don't have coaches either. They didn't want to re-sign on. So goodbye, coaches. Goodbye, everyone who didn't want to re-sign. You're not welcome in the new era of Ottawa anyways. Let's do it. So here in free agency, let's just check the contract situation. Is there anybody that we want to think about extending right away? There is Brandstrom, DeBrusk, Tierney. There, yeah, I wouldn't. Oh, Andrew Hammond wouldn't be bad, eh? So Jake DeBrusk could get re-signed. He wants 2.275. Would it be a bad idea to sign Jake DeBrusk right away? July 1st is usually the good time to do it. The right time. We could go 1 year, keep him as an RFA, or 2 years, even 4 years, because does he want it? He does want it. Brandstrom we could try to sign as well. Let's say we went 4 years on Jake DeBrusk. Got to get the calculator back out here. 3.05. It would cost us 2.6. 2.6 for 4 years. I think that's a pretty solid deal. I'm down to just offer this. Let's see what happens if he's down to extend. Eric Brand. Oh, he did want to extend. Oh, I thought it said no. Oh, it was no to waivers. Ooh, Brandstrom, 8-year deal, my friend. 8-year. Oh, he only wants 5.9 million. Oh, yes. Yes. 5.9. 85% of that is 5.015. 5.015. So that means 5.025. Let's try that. 8 years at 5.025. Even if we had to go to 5.9, I'd be happy to do that. So 8 years, Eric Brandstrom, lock him up. And the rest we can deal with later on. I don't think we're really desperate to get anything going like for Norris or anything like that. 8 years. Well, let's hold your horses here. Let's calm down. The whole reason I came to the contract screen to see how much money we have. We have $7 million in cap space. What do we need to address? Let's look at the forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, I should be looking by position. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There's the center depth right there. Batherson can go wing. Gambrell can go center. Same for Norris going on the wing. Actually, rephrase that. At this moment, we need probably a second-line center because Couture would be first-line center. Stützle goes on the wing. Tierney, third-line center. Gambrell, fourth-line center. Batherson and Norris both on the wing probably. Left wingers, we have Tkachuk, Desingle, DeBrusk, Sorensen. I think we're set there. Formenton's going to try to push for the NHL. And then Dadonov, Brown, and White. And with Formenton there, that makes sense. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's not bad right there. That's not a bad forward core. And you have Norris even left over. So unless there's someone who would go for the second line center, and then maybe we would end up trading Chris Tierney. Maybe. But I like that. Defense now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I'd rather swallow the forwards and go heavy on defense because although Brandstrom will grow, there's no one after Shabbat and pretty much Shabbat, you know. We got Bowie on waivers, which was nice, but we could use some support on defense at the very least. So we'll try to spend that, maybe get 2 good defensemen at 3.5 apiece or something like that. Do we need to move out some money? If we traded Chris Tierney, we would be able to move out 3.5 million. So that's something to consider. It all depends on who's there in free agency. So without further ado, let's check that out. We need to remember to go. Someone remind me, we got to go update our scouts as well. Now that's July 1st. We got to sign the new scouts. Okay. Here we are in free agency. Wow, Alex Ovechkin's out here. Sorting by overall. Any big RFAs? A few big RFAs. Yeah, nice art, but sorting by just UFAs. So Alex Ovechkin is out here, 94 overall. Barry, Hamilton, Bufflin, of course. Phil Danault, Hyman at an 85. Getzlaf, Duclair, Krejci, Eric Gustafsson, Jarmelson, Hoffman, Bobby Ryan, a lot of former Senators. So forwards-wise, there's some big names. Well, sorry, defense-wise, there are really big names with Barry and Hamilton. Could we go after a big name like that? If we're just looking at defense, we could sign one of those guys. We could sign Barry if we trade Tierney. We could try to sign Hamilton, or we could try to go for 2 guys. We get like Ryan Murray and Alex Goligoski, something like that. More of a rounded defense. Oh, did Corey Perry just score? Oh, Corey Perry, 3-0 Canadians with 15 minutes to go in the third period. 3-0 against the Senators. Tyson Barrie, what did he do last season? I prefer an offensive defenseman there in Dougie Hamilton, who really fits the defense. Oh, he fits deep pairing 1. Oh, that could be a +3 with Shabbat. Dougie Hamilton, what did he do last year? It didn't simulate that well. Only 38 points from him, +12. Dougie's tempting. Eric Gustafsson, Jarmelson, Adam Larson. Okay, going back to everybody. Just want to look at some potentials. Give me your thoughts on that, my friends, while we're looking at some things. Any good potentials here? Riley Kuffner. Or sorry, I keep saying Riley. I always say Riley. Ryan Kuffner, high top 6. Yeah, why not? Let's throw him in Belleville. Little two-way deal. Oh, I should give him a max two-way deal. That's okay. Julien Gauthier, power forward. Yeah, that wouldn't be bad for Belleville either. But he wants a one-way. No, he wants a one-way deal. Forget it. Looking at two-way guys. Medium top 6 here for Gruy. Senishin. He's a sniper. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Give him a 1-year deal just to fill out Belleville a little bit. Would Gruy be a bad idea? 20 years of age? Why not? Actually, what are the contract spots like? We have 40? Okay, we still have a lot of run on room. But he's at RFA? Okay, forget it. Then bring in the Ham Man. Let's go back. Yeah, Dougie Hamilton. I'm thinking about the Hamburglar when you say the Ham Man. Looking at goalies here. Ilya Samsonov, but he's an RFA, right? Yeah, he's an RFA. UFA goalies. I don't think I'd want to replace Matt Murray with anybody here. I like our goalie situation. I'm okay with the goalie situation. I think Dougie's the guy. But so the question again, do we go Hamilton and then Shabbat, and then second pair could be Brandstrom and Zaitsev, and then the third pair would be like Riley and Zub? Yeah, that's not a bad idea. And there's already one team interested in Hamilton, so it would cost some money to get this done. 5 years he wants. The Sharks. Why are we always at odds with the Sharks? He wants to go 5 years, so we'd probably have to go 5 years, $7 million. 5 by 7 on Dougie Hamilton. What do we think about paying Dougie Hamilton $7 million? Assistant GMs, let me hear your thoughts on 5 by 7 for Dougie Hamilton. Worth, if the team does well, he'll be worth it. Okay. I'm always just hesitant to throw around money in free agency, as anyone should be. As long as he fits well. He fits the first pair, it says. I like it. Worst case, he gets traded when Timmy needs money. True. We don't need to commit to him to all 5 years. I was hoping as well. So before we send him that offer, let's look at second line centers as well. Second line center possibilities. UFAs. Second line centers. So Dano, these guys are costing way too much. Give me Hamburglar or give me Death. We're going to get him later. So we could go for a guy like Alex Wenberg, who not great simulation. Could work with the help of, yeah, true. 3.3 on him. Big Joe's out here. Joe Thornton would not be a bad idea. Where's Spezza? There's Alex. Jason Spezza. He wants $3 million. That's a bit too crazy for me. Joe Thornton is not a bad deal. Or even Paul Stastny. Paul Stastny at center. And he fits forward line 2. What about Thornton? Fits forward line 2, but 3 bars. I'm front for those prices. Wenberg can grow well if he can work well on a line. Wenberg, he fits maybe the third line. Good playmaker. So I guess it's between Wenberg, Thornton, and Stastny. But if we go for Wenberg, it means we can't go for Dougie. And if we go for Dougie, it means that it would be tight. Because we only have 0.3 left over. We're probably making some roster moves and stuff like that. I don't know if we'd have to make maybe one small trade. I don't know if we're going to have to trade Tierney. But we'd have to do something probably to be able to sign Thornton or Stastny as centerman. What did Thornton do last season? 14 goals, 23 assists. Getzlaf had 22. Oh, wait, why did I bring back to Getzlaf? Yeah. I think first priority is Dougie, though. Let's sign Dougie, and we'll see what the money looks like afterwards. Dougie Hamilton, 5 years, $7 million. Let's see if you're coming to Ottawa. Currently considering my options. I'll get back to you later. All right, Dougie, take your time. And we also got to go look at the scouts, hire staff. Actually, I got to assign scout. What positions do we need to be filled here? So you always want to look at your scouts. Scroll straight to the bottom. Okay, my 3 NHL scouts are all D-rated. Go to hire scouts. Look at NHL Pro Scouts. Hire scouts, NHL. And there we go. I'd rather take all 3 of these C guys. Give them max contracts. Andy Green. Is that the Andy Green? Maybe. I think it might be. Didn't he retire last episode? 1, 2, and 3. Right there. Then you go back to your original scouts and you fire those. Bit of a process, so feel free to watch the Senators game for a second while I just fire these scouts and work on moving them around a little bit. Andy Green, welcome to the organization. So where do we need to improve now? We have a B-rated scout in Russia and a B-rated scout, B- in the QMJHL. We could probably look to improve on those. Actually, are there any scouts? No, actually none of them are B-rated. So I guess this isn't a year to improve scouts aside from the pro scouts. Our amateur scouts are as good as they're going to get. So that's it for the scouting. Remember to not do the... you have to clarify that one for me. Coaches, we need an associate coach and an assistant coach. Anybody really good in the coaching category? These guys, we don't really know enough about our team. We do know, okay, Bradley Weaver here. He loves Shabbat, loves Couture, loves Stutzla. We don't know enough about Kachuk though. I wouldn't change. Well, let's wait for the coaching. We'll wait on Dougie or whoever else we sign. So I think that's it, right? Yeah, let's advance a few days. They want to give us Schultz and Kempney for 2 seconds. The deals are gonna start coming because we have all those draft picks. Andy Green's on board, Serge Colbert's on board, and Radoslav Ruchinski's on board as well. Dougie, let's give him. It should be one more day. I'll give you a second for a second. You also give me Austin Watson. What? We could just trade Austin Watson. That's true. I could trade Austin Watson right now and be able to go sign one of those centermen. Dougie, there's 2 teams interested. Yeah, it's just between us and San Jose. Let me go back to centerman here. Is anyone interested? And no one's interested in Wenberg. And okay, Thornton and Stastny both got signed, I guess. That's unfortunate. Wenberg is still here, though, and wants 3.37. Everyone else's demands have started to come down a little bit. Stepan's in free agency. Kopp is out here. But anyway, Spezza, his demand has not come down. We're not going to sign him for that much. Oh, actually, okay, it was just Joe is here. Just they gave me a different order of 81 overalls. Okay, Thornton and Stastny are both still here. 30 points in 82 games. Not great. And Thornton, 37 and 82. Jumbo Joe still has the top 6 potential as well. Hard to say no to Jumbo. Let me see if I can just dump Austin Watson. And if we can, I'm down to go send that out right ASAP. Right wingers, Austin Watson. If you trade Watson, I say Joe because he's Joe. Exactly. 7th. Okay, pretty much. Oh, hold on. 2 7s. Wait. Michael Hutchinson. Oh, wow. You know, we have enough picks. I'd rather go for Michael Hutchinson. We have seen how clutch. Like, it's not just because he's a goalie. We need a goalie in the AHL. If you have watched this channel, you know that Michael Hutchinson is insanely clutch. So I think that's a no-brainer. We got to do it. Michael Hutchinson, welcome to the team, my friend. Hopefully that was a 2-way deal. I know we're not, even if it isn't, we're not taking back much money. And now if we go to free agency, we should be able to sign Joe, no problem. But you know what? Wait. It would be absolutely shameful if Dougie Hamilton came and said, I can't sign with you because you're out of money and because I gave 1 cent too many to Thornton. And 4-0 Canadians. I think that was Brendan Gallagher or was it Tatar? Man, poor Gustafsson. 4 goals on 36 shots. Getting shellacked out there. Okay, here's the big day. Is Dougie Hamilton signing in Ottawa? Dougie! Oh, okay, hold on. Jake DeBrusk. Easy decision to renew your contract. Beautiful. I'm glad you'll be staying here long term. And yeah, that was Gallagher that scored. Jake DeBrusk. Dougie Hamilton, hold on. Oh, wow, nice. All right, Eric Brandstrom signs on long-term. Brandstrom and DeBrusk are both extended. All right, last one now. Dougie, wait, okay. Zach Senyshyn, extremely happy to accept your offer. Thank you. Dougie, wait. Ryan Kuffner, 5th time's a charm. Dougie, oh, and he's not even here. Ah, man, that just... I was waiting for my phone to ring all day and it never rang. One more time. Dougie Hamilton, let's go. Welcome to the Ottawa Senators. Your cash offer was most generous. It really was quite easy to make up my mind about your offer. He sees the future here in Ottawa. He's buying into the new 4-year plan or whatever we're calling it. Let's go. Dougie Hamilton is on board here in Ottawa. Boom. Boomsies. Let's go back. Oh, Ovi's still out here. Only wants $8 million. That's such a good contract. Only $8 million. I would love to just sign Ovechkin. I don't think it really makes a lot of sense. But does it? Alex Ovechkin, he's a 94 overall. Does it make sense? To clear up 8 million, what would we have to do to clear up like another 7 million? Unparalleled success. 4 years of unparalleled success. Let's go. Oh, man. Would it be crazy to try and go after Ovi? Because if we're going after Ovi, that means we could probably... Does it mean we can dump Desingle at 5 million? Because he was going to be our top 6 sniper. But with Ovechkin in the lineup, that would be a different story. We could... Even Zaitsev's pretty expensive. We could sign a... We could dump Zaitsev and sign a cheaper defenseman for probably 1.5 less, maybe? And we could dump Tierney, so that would be clearing up 3.5, then if we get 1.5 less, that's only clearing up 5 mil. But if we do clear just Tierney and Desingle, and then we sign Joe and Ovi, ooh, Desingle and Tierney traded. I'd rather trade them, and Desingle has to be one of them, I think. If we're going after Ovi, I wasn't even thinking about it, but he's still there, and it's not expensive. Even though we just signed him with that extension, I guess it would be considered a sign and trade, really. We can get 2/3, Mark Giordano and a 4th, a 2nd and a 4th, and then you can go a bunch of prospects. I'm down to take a prospect here. The Stars are offering us a bunch of different prospects. I don't want to take back money, so a prospect and a late pick would not be a bad idea here from the Ottawa Senators. They've offered us Antonio Stranges, 70 overall, 19 years of age, medium top 6. That wouldn't be a bad... Ooh, and a sniper. Ooh. Then, yeah, Domi the French guy. That's true. Cooper Domi from France. For the prospect Zadorov, well, hold on. It has to be a team that wants to make the deal, right? And Eriksson, that doesn't really make sense. So the best prospect is Stranges. I'm down for this. Antonio Stranges and a 5th-round pick from Dallas. I like that. Hold on, because Domi is a year younger, but 5 overall less. He's a winger sniper. Stranges is a center sniper. Good shooting, but not really any other good categories. I'm down for Stranges. Get both? Well, actually, hold on. Ryan Desingle. Do they have the cap to take on more? I'm not sure about Stützle at center, though. I'm probably going to play him on the wing. Could I also trade you Tierney at the same time? You do want Tierney. Can we get Stranges and Domi? Cooper Domi from France? What are we thinking here? I know this wouldn't happen, but how close are we? Isn't acceptable to send us more than one player to fill the need. Okay, let's say we take Stranges and a higher pick than a 5th. We get a 3rd, a 4th, and a 5th. Let's just see what they say. 3rd, a 4th, and a 5th here from Dallas. No. 3rd and a 5th. Trade accepted. Let's go. Let's go. We clear up the cap. Antonio Stranges, a 3rd and a 5th round pick. Thank you very much, Dallas. Desingle and Tierney. Man, I'm sorry it didn't work out here, but we need to clear up that money, and that you had a lot of money. And wow, out of nowhere. So now we can definitely say that we can make some trades here because we have 3 seconds and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 3rd-round picks. Do we need to clear up more? I don't think we need to clear up more. Let me see here. Nice. Let's check this out now. Oh my goodness. Alex Ovechkin? Are you coming to Ottawa, buddy? Do you want to win a cup out here? We give him 2 years. Oh, even 3 years. Because Ovechkin, he goes deep. Oh, man. We can go 4 years even. I have no problem with signing... Okay, but... Because if we sign him 2 years, we can keep him long term. But we could sign him for maybe 5 million after those 2 years run out. Once his overall starts to drop. We could go 2 years on Ovi. We could risk it and hope no one else sends him an offer. And go for like 8.25 million. So what are we thinking here? Do we not lowball him, but do we go at 8.2? Because we only have 8.67 million. Do we go for 8.250 and hope that he takes a bit less and no one else offers him more? Or do we really max out the money that we do have and go for like 8.550 for 2 years? Give me your thoughts on that. 8.5, we do 8.5. 9.5 to 10? Ooh, that would definitely get him. I think that's a bit too much. Max deal, 8.25, 8.5. I'm seeing some, yes. I think the middle ground between what everyone's saying, a lot of 8.5s, a couple of a little bit more than that. I think the 8.650 or something like that would be something good. So okay, let's say we do trade Zaitsev. He would help to bring success and development. That's true. He's bringing a lot more than that 8 million says. Let's say we trade Zaitsev here. Oh, that's funny, Boomba. That's fun. Fun and funny. I like that. Nikita Zaitsev. If we trade Zaitsev, what did he do last season with us? He had 5 goals, 18 assists, -20. Zaitsev. Third and a fourth, third and a fifth, third and a fourth. Elvis Merzlikins, third and a fourth. Pretty much just picks. We get Josh Bailey. That's taking more money. Blackwell, huh? This guy has a lot of value. Third and a fourth. This is a sense of all right, Hobbsy. Thanks for being here. Catch you later. So I guess we'll just be taking more picks here. Or we go to a bad team. Is there a bad team that wants him? San Jose was a bad team. You know what? San Jose's been helpful to us. Let's trade Zaitsev to San Jose. And I'm going to give you a pick as well, like a third. And I'm going to try to get like your second. Like, could I give you Carolina's third? Zaitsev and Carolina's third for your second. How close do we get in that deal? Trade rejected. It's quite close to fair value. Okay, we can make this happen then. So let's throw in the Winnipeg 6th. Let's see that. What do you say, San Jose? Trade accepted. Thank you very much. We swap a third, a sixth, and we dump 4.5 million. We get another second round pick in the system. So now we have 1 first, 1, 2, 3, 4 seconds, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 thirds. We're going to be ready to rock and roll at the trade deadline. We're going to be really just firing on all cylinders at the deadline. So the money, we have 12 million free. We're going to definitely try and sign Ovechkin, and if he does sign, we will also, well, then we'll know how much money we have left to go and get a defenseman as well. So Ovechkin, he's bringing more than the $8.5 million price tag. We really want to make sure we get him. So I'm going to go ahead and offer him 2 years at 8.750. I know it's more than it would probably take to get him, but he's worth it, and we know how good he simulates, so we don't want to cheese the system too much. 8.750 for Alex Ovechkin. 8.750. So 12.047 minus 8.75. Oh, that leaves us with 3.29. 3.29 million. Could we get a defenseman right now, or should we be waiting a bit for demands to come down? 3.9 million. Actually, let's just sort by what they're asking for. So starting at... Oh, we could get... Oh, hold on. Let's look at UFAs. Jake Bean's not going to happen. So we could get Demers, we can get Hamonic, Savard, Merrill. Any other 82s out here? No, just there's some 81s. Let me just make sure. Yeah, okay, so we get some 81s out here at that price tag. We can get Demers, we can get Hamonic. 2 teams interested though. We get David Savard, two-way D, fits deep pairing 2. We need someone for deep pairing 2. That's deep pairing 3, John Merrill, 4 board. Deep pairing 2 potentially for 4 board. Michael Stone, all deep pairings. Dmitry Kulikov, we know nothing. Goligoski, maybe deep pairing 2. Alexiak, maybe deep pairing 2. Braden Coburn, do we bring him back? Pro Scout doesn't know anything. Kevin Miller, he fits deep pairing 2. Okay, so there's an 80 overall who does the guaranteed fit deep pairing 2. Then it goes down after that. Only an 80 overall, though. Yeah, 2.5. Definitely. Definitely. I like Savard a lot. Even though we're not totally sure if he fits that second pair, I think we can take the gamble on him. I know he's only an 80 overall as well, but he has a top 4 D potential. It means that he is susceptible to growth. I know Goligoski's an 81, but he'll drop a little faster. Even Kober's an 81, but he's not great. Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. David Savard. Even though the overall might not show it, he's a solid name. I'm willing to give him 2 years at... No one's interested, so 2 years at 2.250 for David Savard. Let's see what happens there. So let's start advancing, my friends. Is Alex Ovechkin not just coming here to just, let's just, be a part of a team that scores a lot? No. He's going to come here, be the headliner, be the man that we look to night in and night out, be the leader for the rest of the team, and actually have a chance to get a shot at the cup within a short time frame. Who knows how long it will take to get this team going? Who knows? Let's advance a few days. Alex Ovechkin, are you coming to the capital? Moving north to Ottawa. Savard is on board. Extremely happy. He's going to be a go-to man for the team. Alex Ovechkin, come on. You know you want to do it, Ovi. Anybody else interested in Ovechkin? Ovechkin. No one else is interested. Oh, I think he has to. He has to. We still have 10.7 available? Yeah. Alexander Ovechkin, welcome to... Oh, no. I skipped over it. The Ottawa Senators. I appreciate your offer. Welcome to the team. Let's see if he can break some NHL records while he's here as well. Oh, that is absolutely amazing. That is amazing. We still have $3 million to spare. We could probably get another defenseman at this point. Let's go. Number 10? Why number 10? We still have money here, so if we look at affordable players... Or number 8, yeah, number 8. Definitely number 8. We could bring Nick Foligno back. Oh, 8's retired. Oh, okay, that's why. Yeah. So 88 probably. Number 10. Has he worn number 10 before? Is that why you're saying 10? Alex Wenberg is still out here. Senators scored? Oh, didn't see that. We still could go for Joe Thornton, actually. Thornton's still out here. Spets is still expensive. 88 or 80? Wenberg. You know what? Let's go for Joe, yeah. No problem. Let's do it. 1 year, 7.50. 1.750. No one else is interested? Let's do it. Joe, do you want to come here and join in Ovi? A little retirement home action here in Ottawa? What do you say? Joe Thorne, I appreciate... okay, all right. You're not offering the dollars I feel I deserve. And you know what? I'm okay with that. I don't want to be pressed too close to the cap. I know it was only $0.2 million. Maybe I should have given it to him. But no one else was interested, so I was willing to go for it. Brassard, Lawton. Stastny's still out here. Only wants 1.7. So, yeah, it looks like the decision's been made for us. Paul Stastny, 1 year, 1.7. That's a fair deal. That's already less than what we were going to be asking. And let's sim to next season. Hey, whoa, Stastny, come on. Be out of nowhere. Let's try that again. Nick Foligno, he's still out here. He's still out here. He would cost a bit more. He could definitely go center for us. Because centermen are not a lot of centermen around at this point. Bozak, now we're going too much in the depth category. 3 teams want Anisimov? What? You know what? Forget going close to the cap. Who cares? Chicago wants to swoop him up as well? Not going to happen. I'm going to go 1 year, 2.750. Nick Foligno, come home. Come home. What did he... What selection? He was a first-round pick in 2006. Come home, my son. Let's go. And I was extremely happy to accept the offer. Look at that. Just 1 day. Cash offer was most generous. It was really quite easy. Take that, Chicago. Sim to next season. Let's do it. 4-1 halves with a minute to go. Big win for the Canadians. They needed it. They're climbing those standings. I said they were going to win the Canadian division. It wasn't looking good at one point. But, I don't know. Could the Canadians win the Canadian division? The North Division? Could it happen? I don't know. So we'll set up the team, and then we'll probably call it a day on the episode. But that'll still be a little bit of time until we fully set up the team. And you got to send out the scouts as well. I'll have to do that later. Set the captains now. Set the captains. Are we ready to name a captain on this team? I'm not sure. So we had, last season, I believe it was Shabbat, Kachuk, and who else? Was it like Hainsey or something? So I think Ovechkin has to get an A coming to this team. Now the question is, do we go 3 A's with Ovi, Kachuk, Shabbat? Do we move A's anywhere else? Welcome back to the stream. Or do we name a captain? And the captain likely being Shabbat or Kachuk, not Ovechkin, I don't think. What do we think about this? I don't mind the 3 A's. You know what? Yeah, 10's a bit cleaner. I'm going to go with 10. Why not? All right, let's see who has grown. I'm down to name a captain. I just don't know yet. So let me know your thoughts on that. Could always be next episode. No rush. Now let's see who has grown. Let's see the overalls. I'm excited. Okay, I'm seeing some very good things. Hold on. Go to roster moves right away. Oh, I just saw some good things. Okay, let's go to forwards first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 right there. For Menton, Norris as extras. They're probably, you know what? Probably trade Sorensen at this point. I don't think Sorensen's going to be a big player for us. Probably send him down. We'll figure that out later. Defense 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not amazing, but not terrible. And we can call up Mike Riley as well. Sanderson has not grown. Really? He's still a 78. I was hoping he'd make the jump this year. But it's okay. That's okay. Another year in the A. Gustafson up to an 81. Ooh, Hutchinson was always going to go down. So, okay. Happy with that. Whoa, what? Matt, wait. Who did we let go? Oh, it was Hogberg. It was Hogberg we let go of. Yeah, we let go of Hogberg. Okay. And then also any other things? Brown's up to an 80. Ooh, Brown's up to an 80. Oh, we're going to have to make some more decisions here. Hold on. Let's start looking at line combos. So, sniper, playmaker, power forward, Brady Tkachuk, +3 on the first line. Look at that. Look at that. Ovechkin, Couture, and Tkachuk, who is at an 86 overall. Tim Stützle at an 85. Could he play center? He has 76 faceoffs. He could. Colin White, 75 faceoffs. Foligno has 80 faceoffs. So go, yeah, you know what? Let's put Stützle as second line center. Or we could even put him first line center. Ooh, that's going to be a big decision we have to make. Gambrel at 72 faceoffs. Yeah, Foligno's going to go center. Gambrel can go, even though Gambrel is listed only as a center. 70. Oh, look at that defense. 91 stick checking. DeBrusque on the left. Norris, Batherson. 70 faceoffs, 77 faceoffs. This is probably the team then. This is probably the team for forwards. Defense, Chabot, Hamilton. Okay, +1. Yeah, we'll get more D later on. Hamilton, he fits the first pair, but it's green and dash. If it was green, it would get a +3. Mostly the first as, yeah, okay, that's fair enough. Chabot also, yeah. If we could find someone who really fits that, a coach who really fits that top pair, would be even better. We could go Riley and Bowie down here. Brandstrom, Savard up here. And then that doesn't even account for Formenton. Artem Zub as well. If we put Zub over Riley, doesn't do anything for us. YouTube, same thing. Data782. DATA782. So the game's over now. Big win for the Canadien Montréal. On a gagné 4-1. We'll take a big smile on that one. Hey, much appreciated. I thank you for that. And thank you for the follow. Yes, just got it right here. Thank you for the follow here on Twitch. Streaming Monday and Thursday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern. Man, this is tough. This is tough. Because I wasn't really expecting Logan Brown and Alex Formenton to both be at 80 overall. Gambrel growing to an 82 as well. That was surprising. Could put Gambrel fourth line center. And then on the third line, we could move Batherson up with that top 6 potential. DeBrusque is getting buried on the fourth line. Give him some power play time, maybe. Man, this is a tough one. Foligno. Maybe I guess we didn't need Foligno in the end. But he will help the penalty kill. Okay. Let's see. How does the special teams look? Tkachuk, Stützle. Okay, let's try Couture. Actually, he has 2 dashes. Two-way forward, two-way D. That's not good. So we have a... if we put Ovechkin, it's a +3. No +5. We need 2 offensive defensemen to get a +5. Okay, so then second unit, Couture as center there. Foligno's a two-way forward, kind of. There's the 3 two-way forwards, which is not optimal. So I'll take Brown off of the power play. And then there, I guess we could put Jake DeBrusque. Still a +1. 2 dashes, not optimal with the special teams here. Anybody else we really want to be getting power play time? Not really. So I guess a +1 on the second unit wouldn't be the worst thing. Dadonov could go right there. Foligno could go... Does Foligno really fit on the power play? I don't know. Tentative. Penalty kill. We need to fix this up as well. Batherson gives it a -1. We don't want that. Who are the best defensive forwards on this team? Chabot, Tkachuk, Couture, and Gambrel. Yeah, we'll check franchise. How does Tkachuk fit here? Still gives it a -1. Oh, what am I? Yeah, of course. We have another offensive defenseman, Eric Brandstrom. What am I saying? We should be able to get a +5 then. If we move Foligno there and then we swap him out with Brandstrom, come on, let's do it. +5. No, it's because he has 2 dashes. Oh man, that's a bummer. But we'll put him on the second unit either way. Thank you for that. Totally forgot. I thought we have 2 offensive defensemen. This coach would not be opposed to a new coach. We'll do our due diligence as always. Put Brandstrom out there. Dougie's here. Put Ovi. Actually, could do this. And then that. Yeah, that's not bad. Okay. Penalty kill. We said Kachuk there. That doesn't work. Madison, Bowie, Hamilton. Could Brandstrom go as an offensive defenseman here? Gives it a -2, and he doesn't fit either. Okay, you know what? Before I break my head too much on the special teams, let's take a look at the coach. Let's think about this coach. Coaching staff. We need to get associate coaches anyways. The system went ahead and hired an associate coach for us, but I'm gonna probably fire him. Well, he has 8+ penalty kill. Hugo Moreau, he's still a C-, which is really disappointing, and he has a 62% team fit. Fairly balanced. Are there better options? NHL head coaches. Only 3 of them available right now. 57, 59, 58. No one's better. Any NHL associate coaches? I'd rather have a B or a B- than a C-. Manny Jacquizzi, how about that for a name? 62, 58, 58, 58. 68. Oh my goodness. Nicholas Hay, I think he has to be the coach. Ovi, Shabbat, and Hamilton all getting full bars. Oh, that's crazy. But Brandstrom doesn't fit well for Brandstrom. I think Nicholas Hay is the guy. Let's just keep doing our due diligence here. 68. Anyone else was like, maybe if we get like a 68. But no one else is even close, really. Oh, man. Nicholas Hay. I guess it's gotta be. Nicholas Hay. NHL head coach. Not gonna even think twice. Hugo Moreau. I'm very sorry that it didn't work out. I'm gonna give you 8 years, $900K to be the NHL head coach. And Hugo, I'm gonna keep you as, I guess, assistant coach. Why not? So I'm gonna demote you to NHL interim head coach. You can be... Actually, hold on. Moreau's assistant coach. Yes, and he'll become associate coach. Yeah, that's what we want to do. Okay, let's get Hay signed on as the head coach, and then we'll finally know what's going to happen with the lines here. Sorensen's going to be traded as well, probably. Next few days, and we really started off on the right foot by you offering me a role, so I gladly accept. Beautiful. Nicholas Hay, new head coach of the Ottawa Senators. Let's see these lines now. Let's see it. Oh, yes! +5 on that first line. 99 overall Alex Ovechkin, 91 Couture, and 91 Kachuk. We can even go +1 with Stützle and get a +1 on that second line. Oh, that is huge. That is huge. Can anyone get a +1 on the second line? Gambrel or Batherson could get +1s on the second line. That is humongous. Humongous. Defense +3. Nice. +3. That's what we were looking for. And then we'll take, yeah, Batherson. You say Batherson on the second line? It's the only reason I'm thinking Wright is because he has high top 6 potential. That's what if he has medium top 6 with a high top 6 and some growth and listed as a second line forward, I know there's no chemistry, but I'd like to see him there. If anyone, I'd probably move Dadonov for DeBrusque, if anything, but I'd like that. Wow, though. +5. Special teams +3, +3. Can we get the +5? Yes. +5 on that first power play unit. Oh, this team's going to tear it up this year. Forget the 4-year unparalleled success. We're going straight year 2 playoffs. Can we get a +3? I guess White is the one who's holding it down here. Let me see here. Let me see. A lot of two-way forwards. DeBrusk's already here. Dadonov's already here. So I guess everyone we have is a two-way forward. But let me just see in theory, if we double shifted like Ovechkin, it would be okay. Still only a +1. I guess Chabot is the one. Yeah, Chabot is the one holding it down. Then okay, I'm okay with +5, +1. I'm okay with that. Colin White. There you go. Endime, you're saying move Dadonov and DeBrusk? Well, then Dadonov would probably go. Then Brown moves down. Are we okay with moving Brown to the 4th line? Because this is how it would be. Oh, +1. So, yeah. This is how it would be. Are we okay with this or no? Dadonov, Foligno, Batherson, 3rd line. DeBrusk gets a +1. Yeah? You know what? We'll start it like that, but we won't be afraid to make some 2nd/3rd line moves here and there. This coach rolls 3 lines, but still get a +1 for the 4th. So +5, +1, power play good. Penalty, actually, ooh, +3 on the penalty kill. Could we do this? Yeah, I'll move Hamilton up here, get a +1 on the 1st unit. Penalty kill +3 on that 1st unit is huge. Brandstrom fits as well, nice. Norris, I'd probably prefer to put Couture. But I want Norris to get ice time. Gives an -1. Maybe Norris is the right move then. Maybe Couture and Norris. Because Josh Norris, he does have the medium top 6. Gives it a 0. Okay, it's not bad. A 0. Chabot, Brandstrom, Savard, Hamilton. Could go +1, +1, or ooh, go +5 and 0. What? Why? But I don't want to do that. I don't want to put Josh Norris on defense. I'd rather go +3 than with Brandstrom on defense than Norris +5. We could go +3, +1 if we move. Yeah, let's do this. +3, +1. With Brandstrom there, Savard there. Yeah, I like it. I like the special teams. I like it. And then Gambrel, only a -1. We could deal with a -1, right? Bowie, what's Bowie's potential? Medium top 6. Now, I'd rather give Brandstrom even more ice time. Sorry, guys. And give it a 0. Okay. Extras, 4-on-4. Yep. That looks good to me. Actually, Foligno, I'd rather put Dadonov here, actually, over Foligno. Dadonov, yes. 3-on-3, same thing here. I'd rather put Dadonov. And then as well as the 3-on-3 defense, I'd rather put Chabot there. Extra attacker, Ovi and Chabot. Shootout now. Just gotta look at the shooting. 95, 94, 83, 85, 87, 88. 88, 89. Get Couture out of here. 87, 88, 87, 88. 88, 89, la la la. And then last but not least, so White is 83, 85 for shooting accuracy. Ovi, Dadonov, Kachuk, Couture, Stützle, Chabot, 84, 85. Yeah. There we go. There we go. I think that's the team. We got Gustafsson up to an 81, backing up Matt Murray. Alex Formenton, he fits the 1st line perfectly. Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. Yeah, Dadonov is on the 2nd unit power play. He fits the 1st line. So Dadonov could replace Ovechkin. Sorry, Formenton could replace Ovechkin in the future and keep that with a +5. And even with Stützle, oh, that's right. Look at this right here. This is the +5 1st line of the future with Stützle, Kachuk, and Formenton. But for the moment, I'm not sure if Formenton really has a place on the team. Maybe we just play him in the AHL, and he's able to get 1st line minutes there, you know? So if we send down Formenton, and then who else is in the system here? Sorensen can be our depth. Maybe that would be better. Yeah, he'd probably be better in Belleville. So I'll call up Sorensen for depth instead, and Formenton can play 1st line in Belleville. Orbs2, thank you for the follow here on Twitch. Appreciate you joining the stream, and I hope that you are enjoying the Ottawa Senators here this evening. All right, let's best lines it in Belleville. We need more defense. Yeah, we need defensemen in Belleville. That's what we need, but not a big deal. We'll take care of that after. Ideally, we get a head coach with the same fit as Hay. Since I think we're ready to commit to Hay long term. Good thing we give him an 8-year deal. You know what? I'm going to do that off screen later on. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to deal with the Belleville lines and the Belleville coach off screen later on. Let's do the preseason. Is there anything we have to do? Oh, I have to send out the scouts. Just a few, because I don't want to spend a lot of time on scouting. Actually, is it auto scouting? It is. For some, it is. For some of them, others not. Where is it not? NHL Central's not. Okay, you know what? I'll let the auto scout do it just for now, and then once the preseason's over, I'll set out the scouting myself. Okay, let's see the preseason, my friends. How do we do with this new look Ottawa Senators? I know it's only the preseason, but let's see the first game at the Bell Center against the Montreal Canadiens. Let's see it. First period, 0-0. Second period, 2-0. Dougie Hamilton and Jake DeBrusk, two of our newest acquisitions. Up 2-0 here in the third. Caden Gooley scores on Matt Murray. Better starting goalie. Orbs, I see what you're saying, but Murray did pretty well last year. So it's a tightrope between, if we even were to get a new goalie over Matt Murray, Philip Gustafsson will be our starter either next season or the year after. So do we just kind of swallow it and keep Matt Murray this season, or do we look for just a one-year Band-Aid? He just got second star of the game, 24 saves. Dougie Hamilton, first star, 2 goals and an assist. Shabbat gets 2 assists. That's a 3-1 preseason win. Let's go through the entire preseason. And, you know, if goalie is something we all want to do, then we can all talk about it in the YouTube comments once this gets posted on Saturday, or we can talk about it in the Discord server. If you're not already on the Discord server, then you can join the link by just scrolling down here on Twitch and pressing on the Discord logo, and then we could have a discussion there. While we lose 5-0, then we win 7-0. Oh wow, back-to-back shutouts, 6-0, then a 5-4 shootout win, and then against the Detroit Red Wings, 6-3. Wow, so we go 6-1-0. I know you got to really take it with a massive grain of salt in the preseason, but nonetheless, 9 points in 7 games for Alex Ovechkin. White with 8, Shabbat with 8, Stützle Hamilton with 7, DeBrusk with 6. Very nice. Picked him up in the depths. Boston was willing to give him up for nothing, and we signed him to that nice extension, and he fits perfectly on that second line. Kachuk, you know, he fits perfectly. So that means if we got a good power forward, instead of Colin White on the second line, if we got a good power forward fit, that could be a +5, or even, what's Stützle's fit? That would be a +3 then, probably. That would be a +3. If not a +5, then a +3 on that second line if we got a power forward instead of Colin White. But he got 8 points in 7 games. He's looking good. Couture, 5 points. Brandstrom with 4. And then we keep scrolling down here. Anybody with nothing? No, everyone had at least 1 point. And the plus-minuses weren't bad. Dadonov only 2 assists. Goalies. Matt Murray, 5-0-0 with 2 shutouts. Wow, is he ready for the season or what? 5-0-0 with 2 shutouts, 944 save percentage. All right, my friends. I think we're going to go simulate up to game number 1. We'll watch it. We'll even go into it a little bit, but then we're going to call it a day here on episode number 1 with the Ottawa Senators. We have some possibilities on who we may extend. Actually, you know what? We'll get into that in a second. Let's get to game number 1 of year number 2 before we do all that. And off screen, I'll send out the scouts, as well as getting an AHL coach that fits the same schemes as our NHL coach. So in Washington, wow, you couldn't make it any better, eh? In Washington, Alex Ovechkin against his old team. They're 0-1-0 without him. It's our season opener, year number 2, the new regime, the accelerated rebuild is on, the unparalleled success is ready to go, and it all starts now. First period, 1-0 Caps, Dylan Sprong. Second period, 2-0 Caps, Jacob Vrana. All right, we're down 2-0. Let's see some scoring from that +5 first line. That +5 first line and first unit power play. Nothing going for us. Oh no, you know what? We gotta hop in here. We have to hop in. Gee, it's a bit too long. It's a bit too far away. I want to wrap it up before we get to the 2-hour mark. We'll hop in before it's too late. But now we're down 3-0. Power play goal from Nicholas Backstrom. Power play, that one's killed off. All right, now we'll hop in. We're down by 3 with under 4 minutes to go. The simulation does crazy things, though. There's Ovechkin in that Senators jersey. Nice. Tough way to start the season, unfortunately. But we'll see. You never know. We could just see a little bit of action here. Man, a good offseason, though. It was a good offseason. There are people who are buying into the ethos here in Ottawa.
Here in the late goings of the period, the Capitals have dominated this one to this point.
Second line is out, 3:43 to go. Ovi, almost 23 minutes of ice time tonight. If we could just get at least one goal, that would be great. Yeah, you know, that's exactly right. Endime is exactly right. Not surprising to not be able to really be jiving when it's your first real challenge, and you're still getting a feel for one another. So you know what? That's okay. I'm not looking for the win. I'm just looking for a goal out here. Defensive zone face-off loss. Here's Dylan over to Verana. In front is broken up by Shabbat, and here comes Alex Ovechkin. Ovechkin fighting in the down low. Oh, and almost sniped it. He was really fighting hard down in that corner to get possession. Yeah, you know what? Let's pull the goalie here. Why not? We have nothing to lose. I say let's pull the goalie. Sorry, I gotta go to settings. Take over as coach, and we'll try to get a goal here with a minute to go. We'll lock on to the coach. And you know what? People say that they like to see, where's visual? They'd like to see true broadcast. Oh, wow, that's crazy. You just read my mind, Tic Tac. I actually do prefer it over true broadcast, but a lot of people have told me they want to see true broadcast. You know what? I will listen to the people. True broadcast it is. Timeout, yeah, good call. Timeout and pull the goalie. That's crazy. That's like, that Nostradamus stuff is coming through again. Call timeout, pull goalie, let's go. Get the first line out. Aggressive face-off. There he is. Nicholas Hay in his first game as an NHL head coach. Let's get a goal out here, my friends. Let's do it. First line's out, fully juiced. True broadcast it is. Let's go. Face-off, tie him up. All right, Tkachuk back to the point. Playing around. I can't see the names, though. It doesn't highlight the names. Stützle. There's Brandstrom. I gotta get used to the numbers here. Ovi off the post with the pulled goalie. Let's go. Keep fighting down low, boys. In front, broken up by Carlson. Oh, I thought that was gonna go for sure. Another chance, and Samsonov will hang on again. Oh, 37 seconds left to go. I find it a bit hard to see the names. That's why. With the overhead or whatever dynamic, you're able to see the jersey names quite well if I can't remember a number. And the puck doesn't get lost in the corner whenever with the fans there. Okay, so it's not just me then. Face-off win. Brandstrom. Oh man, Ovi gets it off the puck. We still have possession. Dadonov. Oh, Dadonov, that just hit off the blocker of Samsonov and went wide. Don't let him skate in. Don't let him skate in. Good job, Brandstrom. Let's go. Let's go. We got 20 more seconds. Brady Tkachuk over the blue line now. Still have a 6-on-5 in front. Oh, wow! Dadonov on the doorstep. One-timer. Big save, Samsonov. Oh, wow. Samsonov's putting on a show. Boy, we just want that first goal. We're hungry for it. But even if not, we're playing well out here. Third line's out. Probably should have kept the second line out. I wasn't thinking. 15 seconds. Let's go. There we go. Face-off win. Brandstrom in front, tipped. Samsonov's going to hang on. Okay, let's go back to the second line. Let's keep first defensive pair. Second line. Yeah, that's all we're going to touch. Dadonov, just like in real life. Okay, let's do it. Stützle, DeBrusk, and White with Brandstrom. With Hamilton, not Brandstrom. Hamilton and Shabbat. But that's a face-off loss, and that'll be the end here with just a few seconds left to go. On net, nope, hits a skate. Better in some aspects. Alright, the Caps shut us out in our first game of the season. It happens. It was a good game for Samsonov. It was a 33-save shutout. We didn't give it our... We can't say we didn't give it our all. But hey. So we're going to wrap it up there, my friends. Twitch isn't really conducive for suggestions after the video, after the fact. So make sure you leave your suggestions in the YouTube comments after this video goes up on Saturday afternoon, or you can leave it over in the Discord server, link in the description on YouTube, or a link right here on Twitch by scrolling down if you're watching on the Twitch page. We need to know what kind of line changes do we make, if any. We saw the lineup earlier with Dadonov and the defense and all that stuff. We have Mike Riley as a healthy scratch, Sorensen as a healthy scratch. Do we offer some extensions, perhaps, to guys like Foligno later in the season? Is he going to be a one and done? Alex Formenton, do we try and sign him? We could go 8 years at like 1.5, and he, like we said, he's our first liner of the future perhaps. So that would not be a bad idea for Alex Formenton. 8 years, $1.5 million. So, and even Josh Norris could get signed. We could sign him for 8 years. Nah, we could probably do him we could do 4 years or even 5 years, 1.7, something like that. And then for anybody goalies, Hutchinson expiring, we could re-sign Hutch. He won't take much. So yeah, just let me know your thoughts on that. And as well, the lines. I'm going to send out the scouts and all that good stuff. And keep in mind, I said that getting a good power forward for the second line would help with chemistry. We could make some huge moves throughout the season and at the trade deadline, because we have in this next year's draft a first, 4 second round picks and 5 third round picks, a fourth, 2 fifths, a sixth, and 3 sevenths. So we are loaded in the picks. We're ready to make trades. I want to make trades. I don't want to make all those draft selections. And speaking of the guy that we did draft, Hewitt, he's at a 77 overall. Let me know your thoughts on him as well. Should we sign him to play minor league top 2, or should we try and put him, keep him where he is in Liga? Reigning draft picks. Thanks in part to what's his name? I already forgot him now after 2 seasons. Thanks in part to Pierre Dorion, but also thanks to some trades here by GM Data and Co. Sanderson's trade value has dropped a little bit, but he's still a high top 4D. Hewitt's a defensive defenseman. Yeah, defensive defenseman. Sorry, it gave me a heart attack there. Goalies, I don't think many goalies have any value. Yeah, no value from anybody really. Actually, Matt Sogard has more than nothing at least. Yeah, aside from that, we're going to try to keep growing Abramov. The first line in the AHL will be Brown and Formenton. We'll try to grow them. We have Antonio Stranges in the system as well now. A nice prospect there. So, without further ado, my friends, I think we're ready to wrap it up, at least on YouTube. So, I'm looking forward to hearing all your thoughts. Thank you for watching. If you want to watch live, tune in on Twitch at 8 p.m. Eastern on Thursday evening. Link in the description as well. Player type. Oh, we could just change his player type. Oh, sorry, we can't do that, because why would we want to have the ability to do what we want in an offline mode that doesn't, it's literally a harmless crime. But I digress. Thank you everyone for being here. I appreciate the assistant GMs in the chat, and that will come in the comments as well. Until then, I will see you on Monday night for Be a Pro and some other uploads as well. Go check out the Minnesota Wild franchise mode that got uploaded earlier today as well on the YouTube channel, and I will catch you in the Discord. So thank you once again for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.